Kaizer Chiefs falls to their 11th defeat for this season. Their 11th defeat in their Betway Premiership this season, as they lost by 2 goals to 1 against Marumo Gallants. Kaizer Chiefs lost 2-1 against Marumo Gallants in a match, the Betway Premiership match that took place on the 26th of April 2025. This resulting to being Kaizer Chiefs' 11th defeat. I mean, it is shocking. For any other teams or for a mid-table team, of course, we wouldn't be making a halabu out of it. But this is Kaizer Chiefs that we're talking about here. This is Kaizer Chiefs who just suffered their 11th defeat this season after having played 25 matches. So to see how shocking it is, and also must consider the history that the team like Kaizer Chiefs has in the South African football, but not just South African football, but the continental football in the continent of Africa. Kaizer Chiefs is a big brand. Of course, they've been underperforming for the past year. For the past decade, Kaizer Chiefs have been underperforming. As you know that they have not won a single trophy for the past decade since June 2015. Meaning, if they fail to win the upcoming Nedbank Cup final against arch rivals Orlando Pirates, that will mean that they are completing a decade without winning any silverware. But with all those struggles still, one would not expect a team like Kaizer Chiefs to suffer 11 defeats in a season. You look at last season Kaizer Chiefs suffered, was it 11 or 12 defeats, which resulted in them not being able to get into the top 8. That is last season. So if you look at how they've performed this season, it means they have not improved. Kaizer Chiefs have not improved an inch. And this is despite them having acquired the services of a new coach. A coach who came in with a huge reputation. The coach in question here, it is Coach Nasreddin Nabi from Tunisia, who was coaching in Morocco the past season. He's a former coach who coached Yanga, who did well when coaching Yanga. Even in Morocco, he did well because he lost the league to Raja Casablanca. Raja Casablanca, who were coached by the former Orlando Pirates coach, Joseph Zimbabwe. We used to refer to him as JZ. So this coach, Nasreddin Nabi, came to Kaizer Chiefs carrying that kind of a reputation. For pre-season, Kaizer Chiefs went to Turkey. They spent some time in Turkey. And they even got players. Because one of the things that people were raising, a lot of people in the football fraternity, is that Kaizer Chiefs does not have the quality. So this season they got the quality. They started in the goalkeeping department, where they acquired the services of Twari. He's a Burundian national team goalkeeper, no, Rwanda. Yes, he's a Rwandan national team goalkeeper. Last season, he was playing for TX Galaxy in the Betway Premiership. So meaning they got a goalkeeper who's a national team goalkeeper, playing regularly for his country, and who was also playing in South Africa in the Betway Premiership. Meaning they did not bring in someone who they will say probably needed to adapt and all of that. They brought someone who was already within the country, who had already familiarized themselves with the country and the environment and the type of football that is being played in South Africa. And of course, at the beginning of the season, they were using him in Tlware. They were using him, but his performances too were not convincing. His performances were not convincing, and you need to understand that Kaizer Chiefs has always been known since some of us started following football. I started following football at the time when Kaizer Chiefs had goalkeepers like Butende Eshel. Butende Eshel was then succeeded by the great Brian Baloyi. And must understand, remember one thing, Kaizer Chiefs has always produced goalkeepers who were national team goalkeepers in their respective countries. You see? Then Brian Baloyi, after Brian Baloyi, it was Ruben Fernandez, who was not only great for Kaizer Chiefs but also for the national team, even went to play abroad in Germany. After Ruben Fernandez, it was the great Itumeleng Khune. Same thing with Itumeleng Khune, who was not only starring and performing for Kaizer Chiefs but also for the national team. So the Kaizer Chiefs has always had this history of having goalkeepers who are also national team goalkeepers. So you see now one of the reasons that Kaizer Chiefs struggle, that even in terms of their goalkeeping is no longer the same. Their goalkeeping department. That could be one of the reasons that Kaizer Chiefs are finding themselves in this situation. Because currently they've got Ntwari, they've got Peterson and Brice Vuma. Currently are using Brice Vuma, and who's been suspect. Who's been suspect in terms of Kaizer Chiefs dropping the points. He has been largely to blame for the goals that Kaizer Chiefs have been conceding. So Kaizer Chiefs at the beginning of the season, they acquired the services of an international goalkeeper. Central defense, they acquired the services of 2 international central defenders. Inacio Miguel, who plays for Angola national team. They acquired the services of Roshin Dotley, who plays for the South African national team. So you look at those positions that they strengthened. Then in the January window, they got the services of Lilepo from the DRC, the winger who played yesterday and scored the goal. They acquired the service of Thabo Cele, who has been part of the South Africa's junior national teams at some point, if Bafana Bafana, but not much of a regular. They also got the service of a striker by the name of Tashrik Morris. So you look at all these players, the players that they brought in, all of that. So now you must ask the question now, with the situation that Kaizer Chiefs are finding themselves in, who is to blame at Kaizer Chiefs? Is it the coach, or is it the squad, in terms of the players that the Kaizer Chiefs squad does not have enough quality, that there's not enough quality for the coach to work with? And if we say there's not enough quality, then where will Kaizer Chiefs find this quality? Because as I've already I alluded to, that at the beginning of the season and also the mid-season, they made attempts. They signed players. So does it mean that the players that they acquired are still not good enough to produce the results, are not at the level of Kaizer Chiefs? So now must add this in terms of scouting. Should we also now be pushing the blame to the scouting department? Say, but what kind of players are they scouting? What kind of players is Kaizer Chiefs scouting? Are they scouting the players that are Kaizer Chiefs material? Are they scouting players that will get into Kaizer Chiefs and be able to carry the team and all of that? So this is a very pertinent question that we need an answer to. That who's to blame at Kaizer Chiefs for the poor run that Kaizer Chiefs are finding themselves in? By the way, when you look at the log, Kaizer Chiefs are currently at position 9. They've dropped out of the top 8 after suffering this defeat. This after have played 25 matches. They've only won a mere 8 matches, drew 6, and lost 11. And after 25 matches, they've only accumulated 30 points. That's shocking for a team of a Kaizer Chiefs caliber. Only 30 points that they've accumulated. So do you see how much of a crisis that the Kaizer Chiefs in? So I want to hear you guys. Who do you think is to blame? Should the coach be blamed? Should the players be blamed, or should the scouting department be blamed? Let me hear your view, guys. Please remember to subscribe, guys. Remember to subscribe to the platform. Remember to like, share, and comment. Thank you very much.